The door slammed shut behind him again, another long day bleeding into night. Alex Thompson, 38 years old and bone-tired, kicked off his worn work boots in the cramped hallway of their two-bedroom apartment. The faint smell of burnt toast from breakfast still lingered. "Daddy," a small voice called from the living room. Little Emma, his 6-year-old sunshine with messy pigtails and eyes too wise for her age, clutched her favorite stuffed rabbit. "Did you bring the medicine? My throat still hurts." He dropped to his knees and pulled her close, inhaling the strawberry shampoo scent that always grounded him. "I got it, baby. We're gonna be okay." But as he said the words, doubt gnawed at him. How many more "we're gonna be okay" lies could he tell before they both stopped believing? Hey everyone, welcome back to Stories That Heal. If you're watching this right now, I want you to do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe because today's story is one that might just remind you why we keep fighting for the people we love. Stick around until the very end. You're not going to believe how this one turns out. Let's dive in. Alex had been a single dad for 4 years, ever since his wife Lisa passed away from complications after Emma's birth. The grief had hollowed him out, but Emma's tiny hand in his kept him moving forward. He worked as a senior project coordinator at Evergreen Solutions, a mid-sized logistics firm known for its demanding deadlines and even more demanding boss, Sarah Kensington. Sarah was 34, sharp as a blade, with a reputation for being tough but fair. Most employees feared her. Alex respected her. He never noticed the way her gaze lingered a second longer when he entered her office, or how she always scheduled his reviews right before lunch so she could casually ask about Emma. The hints had been there for months. Subtle at first. A handwritten note on his quarterly report, "You're carrying the world on your shoulders, Alex. Let someone help." He thought it was corporate encouragement. Then came the coffee. She started bringing him a cup exactly how he liked it, black with 1 sugar, during late-night crunch times. "Thought you might need this," she'd say with a soft smile that didn't match her usual boardroom steel. He thanked her and assumed it was boss employee kindness. The biggest hint came during the company picnic. Emma had tagged along because the sitter canceled. While other kids ran wild, Sarah sat on the grass beside them, helping Emma braid daisies into her rabbit's ears. "She's lucky to have you," Sarah said quietly, her eyes meeting his. For a split second, something electric passed between them. Alex felt it, then dismissed it. She's just being nice. I'm a mess. No one wants this baggage, Life at home grew heavier. Emma's recurring strep throat turned into something more concerning. Doctors suspected possible rheumatic fever if not managed. Medications were expensive. Rent was late twice. Alex picked up overtime shifts, missing parent-teacher conferences and Emma's school play. He powered through, fueled by black coffee and guilt. At work, projects piled up. He missed deadlines by hours, not days. Sarah called him into her office more frequently. "Alex, talk to me," she said during one meeting, leaning forward, her voice gentler than usual. "You look exhausted. Is everything all right at home?" Her hand brushed his arm as she passed him a file. The touch lingered. He pulled away, mumbling about being fine and promising to catch up. He missed the flicker of hurt in her eyes. He missed the way she stayed late just to make sure his reports were covered by the team. He missed everything because survival mode had blinded him. Then came the night that broke the camel's back. Emma woke up at 3 a.m. burning with fever. Alex rushed her to the ER, maxing out another credit card. He called in sick the next day, something he almost never did. When he returned, his inbox was flooded. A major client project had slipped. Sarah sent a terse email, "We need to discuss your performance." My office, 4 p.m. He showed up disheveled, eyes red from no sleep. Sarah looked at him across her desk, something unreadable in her expression. "Alex, you're one of the best I have." But I can't keep making excuses for you. Her voice cracked slightly. I've tried to show you. I've tried to be there. He nodded, assuming this was the standard pep talk before probation. He thanked her and left, still oblivious. 2 days later, on a rainy Friday evening, Alex was home early for once, making spaghetti for Emma while she colored at the kitchen table. A sharp knock rattled the front door. He opened it, expecting the neighbor complaining about noise again. Instead, Sarah Kensington stood there in her tailored coat, hair damp from the rain, eyes blazing with a mix of fury and something deeper. "You're fired," she yelled, loud enough for the whole hallway to hear. "I don't need pity," Mark said quietly, eyes steady on hers. "Just a fair shot for my kids. They deserve the world, even if I can't give it all yet." Elena listened, her usual detachment crumbling. She shared fragments of her own story, losing her mother young, bouncing through foster care, building walls so high no one could hurt her again. Success had brought isolation. No partner, no children, just endless work. "I thought money fixed everything," she admitted. "But seeing this, your home is richer than any penthouse I've known." The moment that shattered her came later that afternoon. While Mark stepped out to the garage for a quick repair on the family's aging car, Elena stayed with the kids. Lily pulled out a special box from under the bed. Inside were letters, dozens of them. "We write to Mommy every week," Lily said. "Daddy reads them out loud at bedtime sometimes. It makes him cry, but he says it's okay to miss her." Tommy added his latest, a crumpled page with "Dear Mommy, Daddy made pancakes in the shape of hearts today. I wish you could eat them. Love, Tommy." Elena's vision blurred. These children, amid loss and scarcity, poured love into every corner. Mark's quiet strength, fighting invisible battles without complaint. It mirrored the emptiness in her own heart, the love she'd never fully given or received. Tears came unbidden, hot and unstoppable. Elena, the billionaire who negotiated with presidents and closed billion-dollar deals without flinching, sat on the worn carpet and sobbed. Lily hugged her fiercely. "It's okay, Ms. Elena. Crying helps sometimes. Daddy says the heart needs to let the sad out so the happy can come back bigger." Mark returned to find her like that. No words at first, just a shared silence as he handed her a tissue. In that moment, barriers dissolved. Elena saw not a project for her foundation, but a family that reminded her of humanity's core, resilience wrapped in love. The visit didn't end with tears. Over the following weeks, Elena's involvement deepened. She started small, funding the kids' education funds anonymously at first. Then more, hiring help for Mark's workload, connecting him with a support network for widowers, and quietly paying off the remaining medical debts. But the real transformation was mutual. Mark taught her the joy of simple things, backyard picnics where Tommy's block towers finally reached the sky, evenings reading Sarah's unfinished children's stories aloud. Lily's soccer games became Elena's priority, her cheers louder than any corporate applause. For the first time, Elena felt seen, not as the billionaire, but as a woman capable of deep connection. Challenges arose, as they always do. Mark grappled with pride, accepting help felt like failure at first. "I've carried this alone for so long," he confessed one evening on the porch as fireflies danced. "Letting someone in, it's scary." Elena shared her fears of vulnerability, of losing the control that had protected her. Together, they navigated doubts. The kids flourished, Tommy's nightmares lessened, Lily's drawings now included a new figure, Aunt Elena, with a big smile. Romance bloomed slowly, organically. Not the fairy tale whirlwind, but something real, shared laughter over burnt pancakes, late-night talks about dreams deferred, and healing through each other's pain. Elena sold her penthouse, moving closer, not to rescue them, but to build something together. She restructured parts of her company to prioritize family leave and community programs, inspired by the Thompsons. A year later, the house on Oakwood Lane looked different, fresh paint, a sturdy porch swing, laughter echoing louder. But the heart remained the same. At a foundation event, Elena stood beside Mark and the kids, no longer hiding her emotions. "I came looking for stories of resilience," she told the crowd, voice thick. "What I found was a mirror. True wealth isn't in bank accounts, but in the love we give and receive. This family taught me to cry again, to feel again, and to live fully." Mark squeezed her hand. Lily and Tommy beamed, holding drawings of their growing family. "What about you? Have you ever witnessed a moment of pure, unexpected kindness that changed everything? Share in the comments below. I read every single one. If this story moved you, like, subscribe, and tell a friend. Stories like this prove that hope finds us in the most ordinary places. Until next time, keep showing up with love. Your heart will thank you. The story of Elena Voss and the Thompson family spread far beyond that one visit. It became a beacon for single parents everywhere, a reminder that strength isn't solitary, and that even the mightiest walls can fall to the gentle power of connection. In a world chasing more, they chose each other, and in doing so, found everything that mattered.